I'm like a cartoon character at this point. The ones that like never change their outfit, their clothes. They have like so many of the same outfit. Daphne. Hi guys, my name is Adriana. Welcome back to my channel, Just Adri. Yes, channel where I talk about anime and Korean, Asian dramas and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you. This is day 4, Thursday, the 30th, I think. The last week of the year, and I've posted videos 3 days in a row. This is day number 4, and in today's video, I will be reviewing all the Asian dramas that I watched in 2021. Now, I'm actually going to wear a different outfit for the rest of this video because I'm going to use the footage that I recorded like back on December 4th or whatever that I recorded this. and as you'll see in this video, I was also lazy with the setup. I just recorded it sitting down in my living room on the couch. I promise you next year I will have a nice setup. Well, I'll actually have like I promise like next year my setup will actually look like I tried. But I'm just trying to get through the rest of this year first. So yeah, excuse my laziness, I apologize. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the review of the Korean, Chinese, Japanese, and Thai dramas that I watched in 2021. Yes, roll the footage. And these are the 12 K-dramas I will be talking about today. If you see me looking right here, I'm looking at my notes because, child, I had to take notes for this. That's for dang sure. In alphabetical order, they are as follows: Familiar Wife, Girl from Nowhere, Hello Me, Kakegururi, Love featuring Marriage and Divorce, Mad for You, Mr. Queen, Remind, Squid Game, The Crown Clown, The Wolf, and When Camellia Bloomed. And that's the dramas that I have completed from start to finish. There are a handful that I have stopped and put down or I'm watching now, such as Eternal Love Dream, Word of Honor, Ashes of Love, Curse of Silver. A lot of dramas right now that I'm watching or held off on or doing a little bit of both. Also, before I start this video, unlike my dedicated reviews where I review one drama at a time, when I combine them like this, there will be major spoilers, okay? All right, number 12, the drama that I've completed that I like least this year, and that is When the Camellia Blooms. And that's not to say it's a bad drama. It's not. I think it's a pretty good, I think it's pretty decent. It's good. It's good drama. And I really like this starting off. But, you know, the drama starts to irk my nerves when the whole dynamic between Donbaek, Yeonsik, Pilgu, and Jongryol, and the whole alien concept of co-parenting. Like, y'all, it's like they never could understand that concept of co-parenting. And it just got on my nerves. It really did. Like, it really took me out the drama. And see, for other people, they might not even care. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of triggering. That's a little bit triggering for me because of my life experience. So yeah, that's just a personal thing. Another part of the drama is just, honestly, I did not find Donbaek that interesting. I found Young Mi way more interesting. And when she, was taken out of here, I lost interest even more. I don't think I had any favorite characters from this drama. I did find characters very enjoying, such as I like the lawyer and her raggedy husband. I like Young Mi, as I stated, and I really like the nosy aunties of Aungsan. I like them a lot. So basically, When the Camellia Blooms, it just was not for me. Number 11. This first came out in 2020, but I didn't watch it till early this year. I think this was actually the first drama that I watched this year, and it was The Wolf. Now, just like When the Camellia Blooms, when The Wolf first started, I really enjoyed it. Like, I was hooked. And it was like the casting choices. You had Lee Chen in it, Xiao Zhan in it, had Shinji Lei in it. I'm probably not pronouncing their names right, but I'm doing my best. We had those 3 actors in it, and I saw them in previous stuff. Like I saw Xiao Zhan in The Insane Joy Life, Shinji Lei. Actually, you know what? Actually, Lee Chen, Shinji Lei, and Xiao Zhan were all in Joy Life. They are all good in that show. I was like, oh, they all in The Wolf? I'm very interested. That's definitely going to be worth my time to watch. But like I said, it was really good starting off. Somewhere, it just kind of started going off the rails. And it's like, the main thing is that the main leads became so frustrating to watch. Like, how they interacted with one another, and like the whole thought process of, instead of telling so-and-so how I feel, I'm going to act in this way because I think that's in their best interest, instead of being open about my communication and actually talking to them to gauge their feelings about the situation. That's basically what it was, the whole drama, even at the end when Joshine killed herself by taking the poison so she could die with Bo Wong. Even that took very end. Frustrating. And the fact that we went through 49 episodes just to see Bo Wong and Joshine not end up together. Child, save it. Keep it. Now that being said, there were some highlights of the show. Some of the characters were actually enjoyable to watch, such as Bao Ma. She was annoying at first, but she definitely grew on me a lot. Xiao Zhan's character, Ji Chong, very entertaining. Got second lead syndrome with him for sure. And even Joshine and Bo Wong at times, they were interesting to watch. But I would say Yao Ji, girl, she had looks. Whoever was in charge of her costuming, her hair, her makeup, her aesthetic, good job, because she looked fire. Like, for real, she had looks, child. She was slayed the whole show. All right, so number 10 is Familiar Wife. And this drama was actually recommended to me by my friend. My friend likes love stories. I do not necessarily like dramas that are just romances, just focused on romance. Like, I need a little something else in between it. Now, granted, Familiar Wife did have that time travel aspect, but it was so minor compared to everything else that it's like, it's not holding me. Like, if it would have been more like, let's find out how time travel works, let's get more technical and scientific in this, it would have helped my interest. But no, I just can't do romance. It also didn't help that I didn't ever too much care about the main lead, the male lead. Like, Joo Hyuk never grew on me. Like, just selfish. Like, when he was like, you know what, I miss Woo Jin, I want her back, let's get back together. It's like the power dynamic was off because he remembered everything in their past life and she didn't remember nothing. So it's like, it's annoying. But I did like Woo Jin though. I did like her, and I like whoever person, Jung Hoo, I think that's his name. I liked him a lot. Also got second lead syndrome with him, even though I knew that he wasn't going to end up with Woo Jin. But he did give me second lead syndrome, you know. And I also liked Han a lot. Like, one, very entertaining. I liked him because he just simply could never read the room. Like, that's funny. I love them characters that can't read the room and just say stuff. And everybody be like, oh. That was fun. I could watch for days. It was hilarious. Alright, so now we go. Number 9. Love featuring marriage and divorce. This is a drama that I have mixed emotions about. There were great scenes and good characters. Like, every time Hyungi read her father for filth, I got my life. Okay? Yes, girl, read him. Tell him about himself. I hate that. And then when Pyong confronted Ami and Yushin about cheating, and she was so cool, calm and collected when she was confronting Ami, and she was like, oh, word, y'all love each other, well, you can have him. And Yushin was like, like the Pikachu meme. I got my life from that scene because she was so cool, and she basically said Kick Rock, even though she loved that man, She basically told him kick dust. And the second season where Yushin had to move in with Avi and Dongbi, and he was just suffering and just miserable with his side chick and his crazy stepmama. I loved it. Like, that was great. But on the flip side, there were times where the story just dragged. It took too long for Pyong to find out that Yushin was cheating. Like, it took way too long. I don't like how it was expected that the wives were to treat the mistresses with some sort of courtesy when her parents were blaming her for being too dramatic for how she was reacting with Sahyun cheating with Sungwon and how she reacted to that. Like, I'm not necessarily saying she should have put hands on him, but the whole, flailing and freaking out part, that's very understandable. But they thought she was acting crazy. Like, no, my man is cheating with this girl. Like, you expect me to break bread and be all, kumbaya with this heifer? No, I'm gonna turn up. And then with Siyun basically coddling Gabin, like, at her parents' side. Like, I know Siyun is a kind person, but like, girl, do not come to my house. So there's going to be a third season to the show, and I hope that the wives get a good ending. I hope the mistresses get what's coming to them, and the husbands get what's coming to them. So, no. All right, so now we come to drama number 8. It's Reminds. I think that the reveal of who done it, not that very satisfactory. I thought it was actually the actual girl who they were talking about the whole show. I forgot her name. I didn't write this down. I forgot I watched this show this year. I thought I watched it last year. I watched it this year. So I found out that it was her long lost sister. It's a bit underwhelming. It is. I mean, the girl had motive, but it's like, long lost half sister that I never knew about, and it was never established early on that they were sisters. I found that, and then the whole ambiguity of the ending. I personally think they were all killed on the ship. I personally think the ship exploded and they all died, but we don't know if they died or not. And then the epilogue answered nothing. Yeah, so I don't know. Remind is an interesting show. Like, it's not bad, but it's not that great. It's like mid. It's kind of like Love, Feature, Marriage, Divorce. Like, I wouldn't say Love, Feature, Marriage, Divorce is a terrible show. It's not, but it's not great. So number 7 is Mad for Each Other. So this is a 13 episode K-drama. It's like about 30-ish, 40 something minutes, I think. Each episode, it might be 30 minutes. So it's a romantic comedy with bits of drama sprinkled in. And I know I said earlier I don't like romantic shows that's basically all about romance, but when you sprinkle in the comedy, it helps. But it's a good story. It keeps you interested, and it has like real life issues sprinkled throughout the show, like mental health issues, dating violence, stuff of that nature. Now, the second J-drama on this list, it is an adaptation of an anime, Kakegururi. Yes, I think that the live action of Kakegururi is actually pretty nice. Like, I like how faithful it was to the anime. Like even if you don't watch the anime but you watch the live action, you basically get the same story. So I think the acting choices for the live action was good. I think the costuming was great. I think the adaptation of the animated cartoon elements that you can't do in real life because of physics, I think they translated that really well into live action. So I have no complaints about Kakegururi. And I do have one complaint. I wish they would have finished the first season. For some reason, they didn't live action that last episode of the first season. That's the only thing about that. Other than that, definitely watch Kakegururi. Definitely recommend it. Alright, so number 5 is a K-drama that you have most likely seen. It is the most popular show, and that is Squid Game. Now, if you're watching this video, yeah, you probably already watched Squid Game, so I don't need to tell you what it's about. But I will say I did a whole tier list about the characters themselves. I'll put it somewhere right here. So I'll keep this short and to the point. I think Guillaume was a basic B protagonist. Like, he wasn't the greatest protagonist, but he was okay. I hope Ilnam, when he passed away, I hope he went straight to hell, did not pass go, did not collect $200. I hope he just burnt. As soon as he died, as soon as he just, he woke up, he was like, oh, I'm on fire, I'm burning, I'm in hell. Yeah. That was his ending. I will say Song Woo really is Woo Shiesty, like for real, he is. I hope that the VIP that tried to assault Junho gets karmic justice, like for real. Speaking of Junho, that ain't dead. He got shot in the shoulder and fell in some water. If you know K-drama rules, that not dead. He's definitely alive. Ali and Saebyok deserve better. They're our precious babies. Minyo and Doksu definitely deserved each other. And finally, how ain't nobody noticed that all these Koreans went missing at roughly the same time? Man, can't nobody find 400 Korean people that went missing around the same time. Okay, make it make sense. Wait, number 4, my top Asian dramas of this year. Girl from Nowhere. Now, child, if you thought Squid Game was dark, Girl from Nowhere, whoop. Right there with it. I find Girl from Nowhere's themes much darker than Squid Games, okay? Now, both seasons of Girl from Nowhere deal with dark themes, but I think season 2 was more darker and a little more gory. Like, the violence is not extreme. It's not like Squid Game. It's not, but like, it's still, but I'm naturally squeamish, so that could just be me. Like, I'm a softie. I'm a little baby when it comes to violence. And I think the second season is enhanced with the introduction of Yuri. There was a little change of pace in the action. So yeah, I like the introduction of Yuri. But even though I say Girl from Nowhere is not my favorite type of drama, like I don't really like thrillers like that, I still think it was a really good show. Like, it really is. And I definitely think you should like at least try to give it a watch. But just know, like I said in my Girl from Nowhere review, if you have triggers with sexual assault, suicide, bullying, self-harm, murder, school shootings, things of that nature, just be aware that it can be a lot to watch for people that are triggered by things of that nature. Just know that we're going in. That's all I'll say. So number 3 and number 2 were like neck and neck of which one I preferred over the other, and it was so hard to pick between the two because I really enjoyed both dramas, but I would say I enjoyed one a little more than the other. So number 3 is going to be The Crown Clown. Now, The Crown Clown I think actually came out in 2019, but I just watched it in 2021 because they just put it on Netflix this year. So I'm late to the party on this one, but like, it's so good. And of course I'm naturally going to prefer it because first, it's a historical costume drama. I love those. It's a political drama with a little bit of romance. That is my preferred drama. What I like most about The Crown Clown is that its story is just very solid. It's not like, I hate to throw shade at this drama because I really like this drama. It's not like The Rise of Phoenixes where it had a good beginning, it had a good middle, and then it fell off in the end. It's not like that. It actually is good throughout. But that being said, I would have preferred the ending of The Crown Clown just be a little bit different. Like, maybe not kill the guard at the end. Maybe let him live. It was a thought. I thought that the queen could maybe have a kid, but I understand for realism's sake, not everybody gets a happy ending. So I thought maybe she could get her inability to have children reversed, but I guess things don't always work out in your favor. But at least they ended up together. So also, I wish Haksan hadn't been killed, but in fairness, he had been in some shit and he probably deserved it for karma, so for killing that little boy. But I liked Hawkson. I did not want him to die, but I kind of knew he was going to eat it, but I didn't want him to eat it. All right, number 2 of my 2021 dramas list. It's a drama that actually came out in 2021, and that is Hello Me. Hello Me is very, very good. I actually did a dedicated review of Hello Me. You can find it somewhere where I posted. I did it back in April. Hello Me, it has a good story. The set is nice, the Joy Confectionery where the characters work, most of the characters work, so pretty, it's so vibrant. I love it. And I thought the costuming of each character, it fit them and it was nice. It's one of those K-dramas that look good aesthetically. And the content of the story is so good. You feel all the emotions while watching Hello Me. You laugh, you get your life at parts, you cry, you feel sad, you feel so annoyed at certain characters at times, but then you oh, I really like this character, and to be the same character. That's how you know they were well written and they got that job. All right, last but not least, we come to the number 1 Asian drama that I watched this year, number 1 in my heart. And I watched it at the same time as The Wolf, but I think it ended after The Wolf. So the second drama that I watched this year, and it's absolutely my favorite, no competition, Mr. Queen. Mr. Queen. And actually, Mr. Queen is one of my top dramas of all time that I've watched thus far. It's that good. I really, really enjoyed it that much. So first of all, it's a costume drama. Like I said, they tend to be my favorite anyway. But what makes Mr. Queen so good is that the main characters and the side characters are funny as hell. They are interesting. They're charming, captivating. They keep your attention. They just be with the shenanigans and they little stuff that they be doing. It's so good, so funny. And the third, the story was really good and it had great pacing. And it's just a really good story. Now, if you don't know, Mr. Queen is a remake of the Chinese drama Go Princess Go, which I never watched. I guess Mr. Queen has a preferable ending. I actually thought the ending for Mr. Queen was apt. Some people didn't like it. Some people didn't like it, but still liked it better than the ending of Go Princess Go. It just depends on your personal taste. I thought it was apt. I thought it was very appropriate for what happened throughout the story. So, And you know what? I said there'd be spoilers in this video. I'm not gonna spoil this one at all. I'm not, because I want you to go watch this drama. I like it that much. Somebody say, hey Jonna, what's your favorite Korean drama? I was I don't have a favorite, but I got tops. And that would be Hello My 20s, the first season. Oh, no shade, but shade. Rookie Story Bouquet Wrong. Then it would be Prison Playbook. Then it would be Mr. Queen. It would be Mr. Queen next. I was gonna say Bad Guys, the second one, but man, I wouldn't put that as a fave. I did like that a lot though. So yeah, go watch Hello Queen. It's so good. I'm not gonna give these spoilers. I like it that much. Hey, I'm back again. After Christmas, Adrian is back. Yeah, so that's how I felt about all the Asian dramas that I watched in 2021. I'm sure a lot of y'all will have different opinions, but that's a good thing about opinions. We all have them, and we can all share them. Yes. So, if you like this video, feel free to hit the like button. Also, if you want to see me just ramble on and on about other things, feel free to hit the subscribe button. It's New Year's Eve, last video of the year. Hit the subscribe button. Stick around. Just one more day of me rambling on and on, because Saturday I'm gonna do a live stream. Be playing Bleach Brave Souls, so it's a lot less talking. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow.